As the crypto market rises, Cardano ADA and Dogecoin Doge have grown drastically. The crypto market has had an intriguing time lately, with prices surging across the board following a bullish run-up. Over $1 billion has been added to the whole crypto market cap in only 24 hours. Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. Before we get into the video, don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure that the post notifications are turned on so that you never miss a video from us. Before moving further into the topic, know that prices of cryptocurrencies change frequently, so by the time you watch this video, it might have changed to a whole new value. The content in this video is for educational purposes only, and hence should not be considered as financial advice. Do conduct your own due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Without further ado, let's dive in. The name of the currency, ADA, is drawn from Ada Lovelace, a mathematician. The Cardano ADA currency has the fifth largest market capitalization among crypto coins, with a high of $2.46 in May 2021. Unlike some of its predecessors, such as Bitcoin, which are built on proof-of-work protocols, the Cardano platform is centered around a proof-of-stake protocol. Because the proof-of-stake protocol is built to mine block transactions, the more coins you own, the more mining power you have. The Cardano platform uses far less electricity to mine coins than state-of-the-art protocols, making it a more sustainable coin, especially given that investors are focusing on green investments. Cardano uses very little energy, consuming only 6 gigawatt-hours, and the proof-of-stake mechanism is said to be 20,000 times more efficient than the Bitcoin mining method. On the crypto market, there are over 9,000 altcoins, and Cardano, despite being a relatively new coin, is outperforming the competition. Cardano ADA is one of the top 5 cryptocurrencies with a market capitalization of $33.69 billion. Cardano is expected to hit $10 in 2021, according to expert crypto analysts. The coin's value has increased by 4,200% in the previous year. Cardano has benefited from interest from huge firms such as Tesla, which has recently withdrawn from utilizing Bitcoin because of its high carbon footprint. The Cardano ADA network will be browser and mobile compatible in the near future, owing to a major upgrade being developed by the project's staff. The Plutus application backend will now be able to operate in JavaScript, the most extensively used programming language on the internet. Cardano developer Charles Hoskinson announced in a quick update, first reported by Crypto Briefing, that the application's backend, which runs in JavaScript, would provide support for web browsers and mobile devices, allowing Cardano's smart contracts to be interoperable with web browsers. This, according to Hoskinson, is a significant improvement that is part of the network's progress toward implementing smart contracts and competing with networks like Ethereum and the Binance Smart Chain. He also stated that the team would continue to improve the application's compatibility with web browsers in order to boost Plutus smart contract interoperability. The project's team is also working on implementing the Mithril protocol, which is essential for deploying Cardano lightweight clients. Users will be able to verify transactions on their devices without having to download the complete blockchain. As previously reported, Input Output Hong Kong, IOHK, one of the firms behind the Cardano blockchain, announced the debut of Alonzo Blue 2.0's testnet for the cryptocurrency's blockchain last month. Alonzo Blue is the first of a series of updates that will add smart contracts to the Cardano network and let developers build decentralized applications on top of it, introducing the decentralized finance ecosystem to ADA. The Alonzo hard fork is part of the network's Goguen era, which is named after Joseph Goguen, a computer science professor at the University of California and Oxford. After the Shelley phase, when Cardano became a decentralized blockchain and community members became validators, the Goguen age began. Blue, white, and purple will be the first 3 phases of Alonzo's release. Each one gradually opens up more to the general public until the upgrade's full integration is complete, which takes 90 days. The project is planned to be finished by the end of August. it will include a converter that will allow Ethereum's ERC20 tokens to run on the Cardano network. Cardano ADA just announced that the Alonzo White hard fork was completed successfully. A posting on Twitter verified that the network was now successfully forming blocks. So far, there have been no issues with the hard fork. The hard fork is the next stage in making the Cardano network more compatible with smart contracts. For quite some time, the project has been in the works. By September 2021, it is expected that the network will be able to fully support smart contracts. The Cardano Alonzo launch has been broken into several sections, each of which is represented with a different color. Alonzo Blue and Alonzo White have been deployed successfully so far. And the crew is optimistic about finishing the final stages on time. After the Alonzo White hard fork was completed successfully, the project moved on to Alonzo Purple. This section of the rollout will be divided into two sections. Alonzo Red and Alonzo Black are two different colors of Alonzo. Whether the Alonzo rollout goes to the next stage will be determined by the success of these sub-stages. This will serve as the staging area for the full migration to Alonzo mainnet. Only a few users gained access to smart contract functionalities because of the Alonzo Blue hard fork. The Alonzo White hard fork provided an even greater number of people with this capacity. In this testnet, about 500 people were given the feature and were made validators. And thus far, everything has gone smoothly. Given the capability, Alonzo Purple will most likely experience an increase in users as the network gets closer to allowing smart contracts to be implemented. Cardano now has the capacity to enable smart contracts because of its move to the Alonzo mainnet. As a result, it will be able to compete with other DeFi ecosystems such as Binance and Ethereum. With the migration to mainnet, the project is now a serious contender to Ethereum. In this space, the #1 decentralized finance ecosystem. This, however, may not remain the case for long. Cardano would be able to perform anything Ethereum can, but faster and for less money. Cardano has already amassed the greatest number of staked coins. More than 70% of the currency supply is now staked by its owners. The price of the Cardano coin, ADA, has been sluggish since the announcement. On the day of the announcement, the coin's price had risen somewhat. The price has risen from $1.20 to $1.28. However, it has now returned to parity with the rest of the crypto market, and the price is still dropping. Slow and steady wins the race. Cardano's detractors frequently point to the project's poor progress in comparison to other projects as a cause to doubt its viability. Cardano's staff, on the other hand, has been unmoved by the negative press it has received in the crypto community and has continued to move forward. This is a bit of an outlier in the crypto world, where updates and launches typically take weeks or months. The lengthy deployment of the Shelly update, which took years, is an example of Cardano's delayed development. One reason for Cardano's slow pace is their ongoing pursuit of perfection, as they aim to construct a stable foundation upon which to develop, unlike Ethereum, which created its structure before the foundation and has had to spend time updating. Cardano has seen some success as a result of its methodical approach, since a segment of the community has exhibited steadfast faith in the project. This has resulted in 70% of Cardano's circulation being staked in over 600,000 staking pools around the world, allowing it to hit the 1 million milestones. Cardano's price exploded after coming dangerously close to retesting the range bottom. After such a strong run-up, however, ADA investors are likely to book profits, resulting in a fall. As a result, investors must be prepared for a short-term downturn. From July 20 to July 26, the price of Cardano increased by 37%, sweeping above the swing high of $1.37.3 set on July 4. This increase in ADA market value gathered the available liquidity in the form of purchase stops. As investors and market makers book profits, such a rise is usually followed by a pullback. As a result, investors should keep a watch out for this little correction. The $1.25.1 and $1.19.5 support levels are key and could halt the drop by absorbing the selling pressure. Because of the retests on June 23 and 26, the swing high of $1.19.5 on July 25 has a better chance of functioning as a footing. As a result, from its present level of $1.35.1, market investors might predict an 11% retreat to $1.19.5. While the pullback is likely to lead to a new leg up, investors should be cautious of additional selling pressure that cuts through $1.19.5. If this happens, the accompanying bearish momentum might bring Cardano's price down to $1.10.8, which is the next support level. If this level is breached, the bullish argument will be invalidated and ADA might fall below the range bottom of $1. Market mood and social media trends have a big impact on the crypto markets. Cardano's future is promising as long as the mainstream is focused on long-term investments, and we may see it approach $10 shortly. And with that, it's time to end the video. We hope this session was informative. Do let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for more content just like this one, and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to smash that like button and also press the bell icon to get notified about our new videos. Until then, fellas.